This is a recording of this year's Virtual Residency Fair. We'd like to take the time to thank the programs that volunteered their time to present to this year's applicants. This year's PM&R Scholars Virtual Residency Fair is supported by PM&R Recap and Ultrasound Guidance. PM&R Recap is the leading resource for your physiatry board preparation, clinical preparation, audition rotations, and beyond. PM&R Recap offers 35 hours of review videos, hundreds of review questions, and oral board cases to help you become the best physiatrist that you can be. Head to pmnrrecap.com to learn more. Ultrasound Guidance is the innovative new online ultrasound learning platform that gives you instant access to expert instruction. With rapid scans and complete scans of every joint and peripheral nerve, Ultrasound Guidance is the perfect way to jumpstart your MSK ultrasound learning. Visit ultrasoundguidance.com to learn more.
All right, can everybody hear us and see the slides? Okay. Everybody can see the slides?
Yes, we can.
All right, welcome guys. Just wanted to congratulate you guys on making it to this stage. It's a really exciting time for you guys and happy for all of you, but welcome. Just wanted to get started here. So my name is Aaron Lee. I'm a PGY2.
My name is Joseph Mills, PGY1.
So a little bit about Geisinger. Geisinger PM&R is a 4-year categorical program with built-in transitional year. As we are 3 residents per year, and we are contracted with Encompass Health, which is the nation's largest system of inpatient rehab hospitals. Geisinger itself is a nonprofit health service organization. We provide service to 3 million residents in central, northeastern Pennsylvania, as well as South New Jersey. We're one of the largest health systems in Pennsylvania, along with UPMC and UPenn. We are a tertiary care center with level 1 trauma, and we're located in Danville, Pennsylvania. We do have 10 hospital locations across Pennsylvania with many community clinics, 2 research centers, as well as a medical school. Just for reference, this is our catchment area. As you can see, this is mostly central Pennsylvania. Just for reference, this is Philly and this is Pittsburgh. So program leadership, our program residency director is Dr. Rosa, who did residency at UPenn, graduated from his sports medicine fellowship here at Geisinger. Our APD is Dr. Heinley, who graduated from UPMC and is actually our chair of the PM&R department. Our program coordinator is Eric Weaver. And here's the rest of our faculty. As you can see, our faculty covers the whole span of PM&R. Our faculty really fosters a great learning environment. No one gives you scut work, and the education to service ratio is exceptional. This is all to maximize learning for you guys. Our staff is really approachable, and our leadership is really responsive and hands-on as well. Here are some of the locations that our faculty trained at from all over the country at some well-known institutions as well. Here's a list of our current residents, a good mix of MDs and DOs as well as PhDs and MPHs. Here's a group pic of us after our didactics, as well as all of us together at residency get-togethers with faculty.
Right, so before we get to kind of the core of our presentation, just wanted to show some of our training locations, if you're familiar with the area. Our Geisinger Encompass Health, which we have right here. So this is Geisinger Encompass Health. So we'll talk a little bit more about it later, but essentially it's Encompass Health kind of within the Geisinger system so that we kind of are a part of both. And then here we have Geisinger's main campus. So it's just a beautiful campus in such a beautiful area. They have here we do consults, neuro inpatient, brain injury clinic, EMGs, and other rotations. And then this is our outpatient kind of Woodbine sports medicine area. It's just an awesome building, an awesome place to learn and practice. This is Geisinger Bloomsburg. So this is about a 10 to 15 minute drive from the main campus. As Aaron mentioned, we have just a lot of different hospitals, and this is kind of a hospital that we spend a lot of our first year, intern year at. And then this is the VA that we're affiliated with, VAs in Wilkes-Barre. We do interventional pain rotations there, ICU during our first year, orthotics, spinal cord. There's even some acupuncture available if you want to learn that.
Right, some benefits that you get from the program. Textbooks are included, DeLisa and Bradham's, which will become your new Bibles, Cucarulo, which is your new first aid. Step 3 is covered by the program as well, which is really nice because it is pretty expensive. Annual memberships with AA PM&R, AAP, and AANEM as well. You do get $950 per year for the cafeteria. Do have wellness days as well, which are half days off for appointments or things like that. We do have a mentor-mentee program as well with the faculty. And here we do have a musculoskeletal institute, which allows us to pool resources together with orthopedics, allowing us to have access to more opportunities. And you do get CME money as well. And you do get PM&R recap and ultrasound guidance free of charge here as well. So incidentally, PM&R recap is the sponsor of this whole PM&R Scholars event. Dr. D'Angelo is the author of PM&R recap and ultrasound guidance. He is an recent addition to our residency. Dr. D'Angelo is really into education. He has a huge passion for teaching residents. He spent years developing essentially the pathoma of PM&R and the equivalent of online med ed for ultrasound. Ultrasound guidance is essentially a website where there are videos that guide you through scanning every body part. And he even has an app for on-the-go learning. His only pet peeve is that you got to be really good at finger basketball. Pay and vacation. So you do get 5 CME days, 15 vacation days per year, 14 for your first year because of step 3, you do get days off for that. Expenses paid for presentations as well. As you can see here, we have our pay schedule. You do get $750 reimbursement for your moving expenses, and PGY 1 year, you get $750 for your CME. After that, you get $2,500 per year for CME. We do also offer insurance and a retirement plan.
All right, so I'm going to cover a little bit about the curriculum. I just wanted to say I'm not seeing the chat, but I don't know if it's been noted, but if it has not, there should be people on here that are monitoring. So if you have questions during the presentation, go ahead and put them in the chat. So one of the best things about the curriculum is that interns get to attend. That doesn't happen in every program, and I think it's a huge advantage to start early and start often. So just a quick, brief, I guess, description about didactics, right? So we're on a 12-month schedule, so you're going to see stuff, 4 times before you graduate, which is great for your memory and for future practice. And one of the best things that I've noticed is that didactics, it's still evolving, right? We're relatively new, I guess, so we have 4 classes. And each year didactics just get better and better. And if you have suggestions, then everyone's willing to add those in. We have protected 4 hours on Wednesday afternoons. We have guest speakers from all different specialties and, all throughout rehab and all throughout PM&R come and talk to us. And it's just a great environment and very collaborative. We also do, workshops with EMGs and ultrasounds, and we have to talk about, the ultrasound a little bit more, but we do a weekly board review, monthly journal club, monthly grand rounds, and then we even have opportunities to have shared cadaver dissections with ortho, which is pretty sweet. So a little bit more about our dedicated ultrasound curriculum. This is one of the things that I think I'm personally very excited about. So every 4th Wednesday, we get 4 pure hours of MSK ultrasound. So we talk about anatomy, physical exam, pathology for about 2 hours. And then we have 2 hours of just straight scanning time where, we just, we whip out the gel and the wands there and we just go at it. We have faculty that are there, usually Dr. Rosa and Dr. D'Angelo, who are very skilled, and they're always helping us through and very happy to answer questions that we might have, which is just awesome. And then there's weekend availability for self-driven learning. And then there's also RMSK, which is a certification that, once you become proficient in ultrasound, you take the test, you can actually leave our residency with this certification that you can put on your resume, and it will just help you get, jobs that you might be looking towards or fellowships that you might be looking towards in the future. All right, so I'm just briefly, these are PGY1 rotations. I'm not going to cover everything. If you have future questions, I'll put my email up and let you know. But so far, intern year has just been awesome. Everyone is very happy to teach, and everyone is super focused towards PM&R and helping us get to where we want to be. So I think it's just a great first year.
Yeah, during your PGY 2 through 4 years, you have 12 months of inpatient total, 7 months of outpatient PM&R, 4 months of sports medicine, 2 months of interventional pain, and you also have 4 months of electives and 3 months of EMG. As far as call goes, there's no call first year, which is unbelievably awesome, and 7 weeks of call in the second year, 7 weeks of call in the third year, and 2 weeks of call in the fourth year. We do home call, and call is from Friday 7 p.m. to Friday 7 a.m. and you round with the attendings on the weekends. We use Epic here at Geisinger. Encompass does use Cerner, and our pagers are essentially our phones with Tiger Connect installed onto them. As far as research goes, we do research through the Musculoskeletal Research Institute. This is the institute I was mentioning earlier where we have pooled resources with ortho. This allows us to have a huge amount of resources at disposal. We do have research liaisons that will help you obtain materials as well as focus your research questions. As part of our requirement, as part of our residency, you do have to do a QI project as well. Current projects in the pipeline with MSKI are virtual reality, robotics, and pain research. Our residents do present at conferences as well. We've presented at AAP, AMSSM, which is the sports medicine conference, and you do get extra money if you present at these conferences. So a little bit about sports medicine. We do have tons of sports medicine opportunities here, including 4 sports medicine rotations, as well as training room opportunities with college teams, specifically Bucknell and Bloomsburg University. We do cover a range of D1 through D3 schools, as well as over 20 high schools, local bike races, MMA fights, as well as marathons in the area. One thing that I think is really cool about the program and really unique is the development tracks. They're basically dedicated pathways that help you to gain experience and guidance, advice, materials to get you ready for application to these fellowships and prepare you for your future jobs. And we do have sports medicine fellowship here. We have 1 fellow per year in our Danville location, as well as 2 fellows per year in our Wilkes-Barre location. Now, Dr. Rosa, who's our program director, is really into resident wellness, and we have frequent program wellness events, as well as resident retreats, as well as resident wellness days. And the program is really flexible and will work with you if you need them to. So let's talk about the area a little bit. Danville is a small town, but it's super affordable. You can buy your own house on a resident salary, and housing prices are pretty cheap compared to the rest of the country. Rent is about 800 to 1,300 per month, so not too bad. And we also have a Geisinger only resident website where you can take over housing from current residents.
5 minutes.
Some local attractions here. We do have a lot of beautiful hikes around here. This is Ricketts Glen, and as well as beautiful fall foliage. A lot of local attractions such as Hershey Park, Knoebels. We have a country club here that gives discounts to residents. We have tons of breweries here, lots of hikes. We have 4 ski mountains within an hour, lots of mountain biking trails as well. So if you're into that kind of thing, this place is perfect for you. We also have mini golf, farmers markets, gyms, tennis courts, whatever you're into. I promise you it's here.
Yeah, so I just want to say, right? I mean, I'm from out west, Idaho, went to Florida for medical school, and then came here to Pennsylvania, right, for residency. Pennsylvania is just like a beautiful state. It is like such a well-kept secret in the United States. And Danville in particular is just great location-wise. I mean, we're right next to, New York State College, if you want to catch a football game there, right, or a basketball game. Philly's just real close. DC, Baltimore, right, Niagara Falls. My wife and I just took our kids to Boston like 2 weeks ago. I mean, we're right in the middle of everything, and everything is super accessible and really close, and yet we're not in the middle of a big city, right? It's quiet. My wife and I bought a beautiful, like 90-year-old house that we just absolutely love. So it's great. So just, a quick recap, right? Be thinking of your questions. So what differentiates us? I think really we have an approachable hands-on faculty. In my opinion, I don't have a lot of experience, but I did go through a lot of interviews, and just the faculty here are just top-notch, in my opinion. We have early hands-on procedural experience. The ultrasound training here has to be, one of the best in the nation. The sports medicine coverage obviously is just great. And then a couple of things that Aaron mentioned, right? The mentor-mentee program, the fellowship tracks, the research opportunities that we have, and most importantly, right, the camaraderie between residents is just fantastic. So here's the contact info. If you have any questions, feel free to email any of these people here, the program leadership, as well as we'll throw our emails in the chat. But we just want to thank you guys for your time and open it up to any questions with the time we have left.
Could you talk a little bit more about the development tracks for fellowship?
Yeah, sure. So essentially, they are programs that you sign up for early on to kind of gain experience, gain talks with program director, program faculty, as well as gain experience. Like you'll have one-on-one talks with them, as well as mentoring sessions, and you'll get specific materials and advice from the faculty that are in those specific areas to help you out and guide you with career advice, as well as connections and that kind of thing.
Contact info.
Yeah. Contact.
Yeah. All right, any more questions, guys? You guys are missing out.
I don't see any questions in the chat, but anyone in the audience, if you want to ask guys, if there are any questions, feel free to drop it in so they can answer you while the next presentation is going on. So thank you so much, everyone. And I'd like to welcome next.
Thanks, guys, and
Thank
good luck.
you.